Hello everybody and welcome back to another video here on the Chiz 2009 channel. Now today I'm going to be showing you guys a design I just came up with, and it's a little nether portal design, or not nether portal, it's basically a pop out nether portal. I can't remember exactly what it's called right now, but as you'll see when I flick the lever, nether portal turns on. When I flick it again, it turns off. So that's basically just so you'd have this in your base, and it's just so that there's not the annoying nether portal noise, because we all know it's, and you probably don't like it, and it probably doesn't fit very well in your base. It's, as you can see from this, is very small. It's 1 wide, and it actually will take up less space than your nether portal itself. So I think that's kind of crazy. I just built this, and this is as compact as I could get it, as I could possibly get it, I think. So yeah, let's get into the build. So basically, what you're going to need, actually I forgot, one teensy block. Okay, there. All you're going to need is basically everything that's in my inventory right now. So you're going to need 1 lever, 1 dropper, 1 hopper, 2 dispensers, 1 observer, 3 pieces of redstone dust, 2 redstone torches, 2 magenta wool or any other bright block, or any block really that is what you're building your redstone on, some of the redstone on. 3 smooth stone slabs. That's just what I'm doing, so you can you can also just do that as 1 block and 1 slab, but I think it looks pretty nice with the smooth stone slabs. So 3 smooth stone slabs, 1 or preferably more than 1. If you're doing this in survival mode, like world, you're going to want a couple flint and steels. But since I'm in creative mode, I'm just going to use 1 just because it's a little cleaner. 1 water bucket, 1 block that you don't mind throwing away inside a redstone contraption, basically. And once again, for the flint and steel, you're going to want, if you're doing this in survival, or if you're building this in survival mode, then or using it in survival mode, you're most likely going to want multiple flint and steels, because they will run out of durability fast if you keep using this. Okay, now that we've got our materials down, and of course, I actually didn't mention this, but I didn't think this is a material. I'm just saying, of course, you need a nether portal to base it off of. Now this will work. This works on the standard size nether portal, which looks like this, or you could take out the corners, I don't care. But it works on the standard size nether portal, but really you could put this in any nether portal if you really want. It just might be a little weirder. So yeah, let's get into it. So also I will add that you won't need that you should be able to just modify your own portal to be able to do this. So let's go. So first, place down your lever right there. Okay, and you want to place it down in this corner right here. Now you could place it in this corner also, but preferably in the bottom left hand corner, because that's the corner that this was built for. But you could just flip it around and do it on the right, but whichever you like. I mean, of course, just since this is just the input, it doesn't really matter fully where it is. It's just if you want the most compact, place it there in the bottom left hand corner. Next, right behind it, a redstone torch. Okay. Next, place your first magenta wool, or your block that you're building this off of. So like so, with the torch on the obsidian, with the magenta wool right above it. Next, right here, you want to place your first dispenser. In this dispenser, you'll want to put your flint and steel, but we're going to do that after we build out the redstone. So don't put it in yet, but just know that this bottom corner dispenser is the one where you put your flint and steel. Next, place a redstone torch on top of the magenta wool, like so. Then, a dropper off the side of it. The dropper, so basically look at your redstone torch, and then so you're going to be on this side. So look over here, look at it, place a dropper so that it's facing that way. This will make sense soon, don't worry. Next, place in next take two of your smooth stone slabs, or slabs I guess, and just place them here like so. That's just to fill in that corner, just so that it's a little neater. I will show you guys how to make this look a little bit prettier in a minute, but so just stay tuned for that. So next, take your hopper, look at your dropper right here, and place it right there so it's going into the dropper. Now, if you don't know, this creates actually I'll just tell you in a minute. So next, place your second magenta wool right there. I actually forgot a block. Well, that's embarrassing. I'll just replace it there. You're also going to need one redstone comparator. I completely forgot about that. I am sorry. But they're not very hard to get, so hopefully you're not mad. Next, you want to place that there. That's basically like one of the big things with this, is that's kind of needed, or else this would be much bigger. Then after that, place an observer facing up like so. Then place another stone slab or smooth stone slab right there. Now, there is a reason to that, and I'll tell you in just a minute once we finish building it. Next, and for the final full block, I guess, place a dispenser facing outwards. This is where your water bucket's going to go to break the portal, because that's the simplest way of doing it. Okay, so then the last step here is place your redstone dust on top. Now, if you try it now, it's not going to do anything except make some clicky noises. And if it's doing something, it shouldn't be. So, but basically, so now, right in this bottom dispenser, place in your water bucket. Okay, place your water bucket in this dispenser right here. Actually, no, not your water bucket. Place your flint and steel. I'm sorry. Place in your flint and steel in this bottom one, or flint and steel, or flint and steels. Preferably you'd fill this up with flint and steels. Not like they're not very hard to get. So preferably you'd want to fill that up. But to be honest, since I'm just making this just for this video, I'm only using one. But once again, in a survival world, you'd want to fill this up so that you wouldn't have to refill it every 2 days. Next, this center dropper, so if you right click on it, say dropper, center one, that's where you place your random block that you're not going to use ever in your life again, you can say bye-bye to. So I'm just placing a dirt block in there. Then, next, and that's done. Next, in this very top dispenser, place in your water bucket, and there you have it. Now, a real quick, before we go on to how to make this look nicer, I'm going to do a real quick disclaimer is that, to make sure not to break this, so if you don't want to break yours, don't place a block there, okay? Don't place, I guess you can place something like a top or bottom slab, or a glass block or something like that, but for the most part, don't place any block there. That's a no-no. That'll break it. To be honest, that's kind of the biggest, like, no-no for this. Actually, another thing, now that I've done all of this, I'll tell you guys why you want this to be a top slab. And the reason is because it will, if I'm not certain, I'm pretty sure it will act, yeah, it will act slower if you have a full block there. It will still work, but it won't look as nice. So here, actually, let's test it out just to make sure it works. So that, yeah, see how quick that was? And the portal comes. But as I'll show you guys right now, if you place a full block there, the water will be slower and does that. Now, there's a reason for that. I know why. I know, surprising, right? I know why something doesn't work. Basically, the reason is because that's powering this hopper, which, I don't want to bore you with too much details, but basically that means that if this hopper gets powered, then the item gets stuck in there until this unfires from, you know, so that just adds, like, it's like it's like another tick, so it's another 1/10 of a second, but that's added. But of course, as you guys saw there, right now with the slab, it just does just that. But if that's a full block, then the water will get all the way down to here. So it's not very good, but I mean, it depends. So then let's now get into how to make this look a little nicer. So you can do this in multiple different ways. A really easy way is just to place a painting like so. Okay, and that makes it look a lot nicer. And also right here, you'd want to place blocks right here and right here, and that makes it look much nicer. Now, if you make this a little bigger, which I will do a tutorial on how to do this, to where only the two dispensers will show, but the rest is regular blocks. But for now, I just wanted to show you guys first the crazy small version, and just for context, I'll actually show you guys my first one real quick, since I don't want my video to be super short and I want to get a little longer. So for context, I'll show you my first one, which doesn't even fully work, and it should be over on this side of the world. I'm sorry guys, my redstone testing world is a mess, but there it is right there. That was my first one, and it doesn't even work it doesn't even always work. This completely fails a lot of the time. So it just goes to show, you know, I built that about a month or two ago. So that just goes to show, like, if you are trying to build something and don't know how it works and build it, then and it doesn't work always, or it just doesn't work, period. What I'd recommend is going, of course, being on YouTube, going onto YouTube, watching a couple videos of them, of the contraption that you want to know how to build, or that you want to design, and say, even just watch a tutorial, but only watch a part where they might be flying around. Don't watch the build part. That way you can design your own. Sure, it may not be the smallest ever, but at least, you designed it and you didn't just rip it off the internet, which is basically what you're doing right now if you're watching this video, but I don't care. So, with that, on that note, let's just end the video before I talk more. So, I'll see all you guys next time. Bye!